Ia ka paakai, ni paakai mai ke kai mai. E o mau kia I mai ka pō mai e nana ia mai ka piko o mākou. Mai ka hiki a ka hiki, mai ka huka a ke kai, mai loko a waho. Kia ia mālama ia ka piko o mākou. E pale aku I nā ho'opiri kia ana I ko kākou piko. E o rano ai.
Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. One thing I do want to say about our children that are here today, we have a youth program there she is, with our leader here, Janice. And but today I thought it would be best if we all started this new center as a complete and whole celebration of family. So I asked her not to have it today only for that reason. From this time on, there will be lots of growing for our youth here on the island. But today, I thought it would be best that we stayed in family unit, and then next week we can start something different. Yeah?
All right, so I think we're ready for our opening song.
We are, except I'd like to see if there's a few new people here.
Oh, we forgot that.
It's okay, new place, you know, it throws you off your thing for a
So
moment.
who's here for the first time?
Very first time being here. Well, I guess you're all here for the very first time. But I'm in with CSL. They're in the back. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we no. Okay, so this is what happens. We were told something about you before you got here, and we actually know this about you, and we thought we would share it with you. Should we? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You are magnificent. You already knew that, though, yes? Yeah. He knew it. He said, of course I am. But guess what? We only know that about you because what? We know it about ourselves. So shall we all say it together? I am magnificent. That's right. Yes. Hold your heart right there one more time. I am magnificent. Now look next to you, right, left. Tell somebody they're magnificent. It's important. It's important. You are magnificent.
We know. That's our name. You are.
Yes. All right.
You guys are magnificent.
I saw three. Oh, you guys are magnificent. Wow. I didn't even see you down there. Oh, you're magnificent. All right. Shall we have this? I feel so good. I feel so landed. Shall we celebrate and thank you? And this air conditioner is coming. I promise. I promise. I promise. And we don't have to apologize to family, no? I mean, there's no reason to. We just say
we're sweaty Kaua'i.
We're sweaty Kaua'i. Woohoo! Okay, let's open this up, shall we?
Yeah.
And there's water over there if anybody needs it. Right. And feel free to go in the kitchen and refill it.
But not while I'm talking.
I know.
All right. If you like it, please stand up for this song if you feel like it. You know this song.
We do.
Exciting to have the band play and the CSL choir. Mahalo to Kumukauka and everybody who put this morning together. Here we go. Away, so much loving in the world. Away, so much loving in the world. Living together as one, under the golden sun. Living together as one.
the golden sun. Oh, Makani, cleanse my soul. Oh, Makani, cleanse my soul.
I was so caught up in the wind and the blowing there that I remembered that there's something I'd like to say right here and right now. Ah, what energy we have. And as this wonderful wind of spirit blows through and as each and every one of us, I am just filled and overflowing with absolute gratitude, Papa Joe. I see so many wonderful, wonderful faces in this room, knowing that it is Namaste, God looking at God. It's that simple. And wow, today's the day. Today's the day that this PlayStation begins. This wake-up station begins. Waking up to the reality that I am good, I am God, I am life force moving through each and every one of us. So I say, let this day begin, let this new birth begin. As together we say with Mahalo bursting from our hearts. And so it is.
Away, away, so much loving in the world. Away, away, so much loving in the world. Living together as one, under the golden sun. Living together as one, under the golden sun. There's my soul. Oh, my honey. There's my soul. Nobody will my honey. There's my soul. Oh, my honey.
What's that? Thank you.
Oh, we're
Thank
just like
you.
off our mark a little bit.
It's
Just
okay, we got a lot going on here.
Hey, we got peace going too.
It's never too late for peace, my friends. Never. So we're going to light the peace candle. Anyway, all eyes on me while this goes on.
What I know is that peace begins within each of our hearts,
Yes, it
and goes
does.
out from there
Thank
into
you,
the
Lily.
world, into love, out into the universe. We are each a divine expression of peace. I know that, and I feel it, and I'm so grateful for everyone here. And I know that we are just starting over and over again in that same beautiful space of peace every day of our lives. So, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We wouldn't have wanted, we've been on a nice roll for about 5 months. We certainly wouldn't have wanted to miss it today, right?
Yes, for sure.
But it's okay, we're just going with the flow here. So I think we're going to do a little chant now just to wake us up before.
Yeah, it says reading and spiritual mind treatment in your program, but we're going to do our chant in that place too. So we started a chant last week, and Carrie did it with me, and so she's going to do it again with me today. And if you want to, I think you might know it too. It's I am remembering who I am. You can join in.
Yeah.
Why I'm asking the women to do it, I don't know. But hey, you know, just like Kumu Saber just kept saying, Rita said. I don't know.
I'm a person.
I know. Okay, so in the science of mind and spirit, it's what we believe is that everyone, as we've been saying over and over again this morning, is a divine expression of the Most High God, which is within us, not outside of us. Well, it's surrounding us, in us, through us, in the trees, in the ocean. That divine expression of God is who we are. And this chant by Melissa Felipe just reminds us of that. And it goes like this. You want to start? And you're just going to sing with me, all right? I am remembering who I am. 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 And then the second part goes, I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering. Okay, this side of the room, follow Carrion. I am remembering. Here we go. I am remembering who I am. 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 And what I know is that we are remembering, and we continue to remember, and we hold that in our hearts, in our souls. We pour that clear, beautiful remembering into our souls, remembering our place in this universe as a divine expression of God. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it is. Ah, it's beautiful. Well, I get to introduce this gentleman because I just have so many things to say about this wonderful man, Jeevan. Jeevan is back in the house. As a lot of you remember, we spent a lot of time with Jeevan, didn't we? A lot of time. And so it is so good to have you back, Jeevan. And so, yes, it's like having family return. The prodigal son has returned. Love you. Jeevan.
Aloha. It's so good to be back. Lucky we live Kaua'i. Lucky we live Kaua'i. It's a blessing. Mahalo, aloha. I'm going to play a song that I wrote for the CSL community and performed it last year at the first anniversary, the first 1 year anniversary, our first birthday party, first birthday luau. So I invite you to stand up and dance and sing along, if you like. We are light, we are love, shining like the stars
Lord, we are light. Shining with the stars in the night. There ain't nothing that we can't do. 'Cause we're a dream come true. Not more everything that doesn't serve us anymore. Yeah. 'Cause we're the ones that we've been waiting for. Now's the moment of power. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. Sing it again. Now is the moment of power. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. Take a look around and see the good that's happening. Take a look and say, find the spot where light is glowing. Take a look around and see the good that's happening. Take a look and say, find the spot where light is glowing. Shine, shine, shine like the sun. 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 You and me are stepping out in the place of spirit flowing. We are stepping out, stepping out, not changing. We are growing. Let go of your fear. You might need to shed some tears. Surrender to the grace of the world. You can do whatever you believe to be true. 'Cause we're always nothing in front of sun. Now's the moment of power. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. That's right. Now is the moment of power. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. Shine, shine, shine like the sun. 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 Take a look around and see the good that's happening. Take a look inside and find the spot of light that's glowing. Take a look around and see the good that's happening. Take a look inside and find the spot where light is glowing. We're gonna shine, shine, shine like the sun. Shine, shine, shine like the sun. Shine, shine, shine like the sun. Shine, shine, shine like the
You know, it's very interesting, Jeevan. This morning I woke up and I went, there was a song that Jeevan sang and he dedicated to CSL, and here it is today.
Oh, we have a friggin' band. The reason I'm saying that is because that's what I always dreamed of. Oh my God, we're going to have to do something about this. We actually have a band. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Oh my God. We wanted to bring back everybody that had sung for us and today because we felt like that was really important to just really have that everybody's presence here. Oh my God, it's so good. So I'm walking on leaves here. It's called walking on water. I'm walking on beautiful palm leaves. So God, where do I start? I want to start because I know there's a lot of people here that might not be familiar with our teaching. And this is not really a religion. This welcomes all denominations. I call it interdenominational because it's really anyone can practice this thing called science of mind and spirit because it encompasses all. And it's very ancient. And all the things that Kumuseba said are true. That's what we believe also because it comes from way back when, before Christian time, way back when, and encompasses so many different philosophies. In fact, it's a synthesis of all the philosophies, is what it is, and but putting them to a practical use in our lives, and that's what I want to talk about today, is that practical use that we put this to in our lives, because that's what I feel makes it so special. Ernest Holmes once wrote, one of the great difficulties in the new order of thought, that's us, is that we are likely to indulge in too much theory and too little practice. As a matter of fact, we know only as much as we can prove by actual demonstration. That which we cannot prove may or may not be true, but that which we can prove certainly must be and is the truth. So it's very important to take this idea that I am that power, that spirit, that source, into my life and use it and bring myself to my life from that highest place. As I always say every Sunday, no matter what's going on, that thing which sings and sings is within us. And so back in the 1800s, there were a group of people. They started with the Transcendentalists with Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau in that group. And they were disgruntled people. They didn't believe what they were being taught in their philosophy and their churches and things like that. They knew there was more. And there was a man named Phineas Quimby who said, he's considered the father of New Thought, and he said man is his belief. And he was a great healer in that time, and he healed probably over 13,000 people by looking inside their hearts and souls, and people that were deemed incurable, and letting them know who and what they were, that divine image of God, and that everything else was basically a lie. And so he believed that everything else was an opinion. And his whole philosophy and his whole teaching was based on that. And he's called the father of New Thought because he said man is done unto us as we believe, basically. I guess you could say Jesus was the father of New Thought too. It's that idea that we are consciously creating our lives in every moment. And there was a lady named Emma Curtis Hopkins who said, we don't need anything. We have everything already. We don't have to desire things. They're already there. All we have to do is live them. And I love this. There's a bunch of children here, and it's so wonderful. Oh, and they're all going in there. Did Janice decide to take them? Oh, that's great. Oh, she's got some stuff in there for them, too. That's so great. I hope they're not too hot in there, though. Okay. She could take them outside, too, if she wants. Okay, I'll keep going. And there was a lady named Myrtle Fillmore. I'm telling you all these people because they were great people of the 1800s, who was deemed incurable. And she said to herself, she heard this person talk that said, I'm a child of God, and therefore I do not inherit disease. And after she was at death's door for years and years of her life, 20 years, I don't know how many years of her life, she healed herself through knowing that. I am a divine idea in the mind of God, and I do not inherit disease. So these people, there were other ones too. Melinda Kramer, who was like crippled. All these people were cripples in the 1800s. Cripples that had tuberculosis, all those wonderful diseases, and were told they could never be cured, ever, ever, ever. And they found the power within them to heal their lives. And I'm not just talking about health here either. I'm talking about heal our lives in all areas. Because just as the Kumu said, we're the mind and the soul and the health and all those areas of our life come from that divine place. And therefore, we are, even though we may not believe it, we are already perfect in all ways. And what we're doing is just chipping away all the old caca stuff and revealing that perfection and taking that into our lives. So I want to say, because the topic is everything new, and that's the whole idea of new thought, is that we're having a new thought about letting go of the old. So what I ask you today is, what is old in your life? And I'm not talking about old age or grandparents or anything like that. What is an old belief today that you want to let go of? Something that you think about yourself or your life that you just want to release once and for all. I know you can do that. I know it. I've been living this teaching for 18 years, and I've worked this principle, and it always doesn't seem like it might be the easiest thing to do, and it isn't, because I've tripped and fallen thousands and thousands of times trying to remember who I am, and I still have to remember it every day. But I know that in any moment, and I've done it so much this past month with everything that's gone on with the center and since September 1st, and here we are sitting, that you only have to change a thought to change your life. Changing your thought, because your thoughts come from your beliefs. And as Phineas Quimby said, man is his belief. So it's the belief. You can't be afraid to just let go of it and dive into where you've never gone before. Where you've never gone before, don't be afraid to let go of the pier and jump in and say, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to just see if I can let go of this. And I know there's many people in this congregation and that are visiting here today that have already done that and have seen and experienced amazing transitions in their lives. So I know we can do it. I know that, like I said, I do it every day. Every time some quiggly things tries to get in there, I say no to it. I say no, I'm more than that. I'm a divine expression of God, and so is everybody I'm dealing with in this moment. So I know something different. And then when you look out from life from that place, look what happens. There's a song by, we're going to sing it one of these days in the center. There's a man named Daniel Nahmod. Does anybody know who he is? I'm sure, I know. He wrote a song called Everything New. And he said, bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I'm ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know, it's going to be everything new. So that's what we have to do. Like I said, what is it that you have to let go of to be able to jump into your new life? Because you can do it right now. And this past month, if anything is any proof of putting theory to practice, what happened in this center over the since September 1st, to bring us sitting here, even without the air conditioner. Only Kauai'ans could do it without the air conditioner. Back in LA, they'd be screaming and take my word. But sorry about that. In case you're watching. Anyway, the only thing that could bring that here, it's not just Patrick and I. Yeah, we had an idea, but everybody supported that idea. The consciousness came together and shifted from meeting at the Aston Aloha after they kicked us out of there, because they had to, we knew they were, right? We knew that it was coming. We knew they were going to renovate that hotel, but we kept saying, oh, well, maybe they'll do it someday. But as soon as they kicked us out the door, we had to put it into full force and make it happen. And because of all the people that came together and said, yes, this is why we're sitting here today. So I'm just really grateful for that. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Marco has a sign behind him that he made last night. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Yay. We did this. Everybody came together. And there's too many names to mention, and so we're not going to mention them right now. But so the question is, I laid down in bed the other day, and I'm going to finish now and hand this over to Patrick. But I woke up in the morning to this very, very huge donation for our sound equipment, which we're going to have in a couple of weeks. And it just took my breath away. And then I just thought of all of it, all the people with their time and their money and everybody that's put into this. And I went, oh my God, I asked for this. Am I ready? And I had to go in and go, oh my God, I am ready. So when we ask for something, it's that old saying, be careful what you ask for, because you might get it. You're going to get it. The question is, you always get it, but sometimes you don't recognize it because you're not ready. And there's been many times in my life when I wasn't ready. So I'm ready. And I know that we're all ready. to dive into this wonderful practicing spirituality and bring it into our lives and grow as a community and grow in the community, like Kumo Sebra said, and help the community and do all those good things that we are doing already and are going to continue to do even in a greater, more magnificent way. So I love you and thank you for everything and everyone, every single solitary one of you that brought this day today, and which is all of you. So mahalo, mahalo. Mahalo nui Yes, and so we've got lots of music today. So we now have another special song from our beautiful Jeremy and Amy.
Really excited to share this song with you guys. Our good friend, many of you know her, Mary Isis, wrote this song. And I think it goes nicely with the fact that we're sitting here in this new space. Because you guys really called it in.
Calling in,
Wow. I've been saying wow a lot this week. I have not said wow in a long time, but this week every moment has been a wow moment. And right now it's very interesting because right now I'm feeling those, sometimes you're so busy, getting it done that you're not really present. I have to read this wonderful quote by Somerset Maugham. Nothing in the world is permanent, and we're foolish when we ask anything to last. But surely we're still more foolish not to take delight in it while we have it. I noticed that today when everything was happening, I was kind of doing two things. We're very, very transparent here. If you've known me for a long time, I usually my filters are a little, well, not a lot of them. And that's a good thing because you're going to catch who's standing up here. And what's interesting is that I had so many moments today, so many emotional, like even in the meditation when I heard that sound that went to the core of my being. There was a part of me that just wanted to weep. Not out of sadness, but out of absolute presence, being present. And I had an experience the other day. I was at Kaua'i Beach, and I love to walk there, and we live very close now. So that's such a gift for me. And I realized that as I had been walking for about an hour, I got back and I realized I didn't remember the walk. And that disturbed me for a moment, because it made me realize that I had been planning and brainstorming and figuring out how the tile's going in and how the kitchen and how's the fundraiser going and all of the scenarios I was playing in my mind. And I missed the beach. I missed the ocean. I missed the walk. And that is not satisfactory to me any longer. For me to finish a walk and realize that I had been so busy somewhere else that I had missed this incredible opportunity. And it really shifted me. So I caught myself doing it here today, like it was a bathroom open. I'm like, oh, the little, are they hot? Or should I lessen my talk? And then I knew that would be impossible. And I thought, what should I do? And I had that caretaker personality that says, is everybody okay? And are they happy? And then all of a sudden I went, oh my God, I'm missing some moments here. Come back. Come back. And it's that simple. This philosophy is not asking you to be perfect because this philosophy already knows you are. We just have to spend our time remembering. Oh yeah, forgot who I was. Yeah, I went into reactionary mode. Oh, have you ever been there? Love those reactionary modes. I've been learning how to deal with them. I said this last week. When someone says something to you and you get that little like I'm ready. Just take a breath. I don't want to miss this time. I don't want to miss the moments that we built this community. I don't want to be so busy going to the next thing that I miss these incredible moments that I'll never get again. Isn't that amazing? Today, in this moment, hot or not hot, it doesn't matter. Do you know we never get these moments back? These are precious, God-given moments, and this is the good news. I have grown up. I say this a lot. I have spiritually matured so much. When I watched what went on this week, and the people on the mainland and everybody sending these wishes to us, and this knowing, I was in awe that so many people cared that we had a place to come together. They are sitting there today, and I'll say hello to them. They've got all of their live streaming turned on because They can't believe, and they do believe, that this happened. Rita and I walked on this island and knew this wonderful person, Jackie Turner, right here. And I was sitting at Verde's having tea. And we looked and I just said, this is the plan. This is what I have in mind. This is what Rita and I do because I came first. And every day we had to wake up and say, is this the right thing to do? What's going on here? And this is what I ask us and invite us to do in our lives. Something really great is happening. It is a wake-up station. This isn't an accident. And it's very interesting because Kaua'i and any other place, you guys, and none of you in this room, of course, but it's not like you first heard about us. Some maybe, but you've been kind of eyeing it. You know that feeling of, who are they? What are they doing? Are they a cult? Nobody in this room ever thought that, but it's that feeling of, why is it so incredible to believe that we can be happy? We're called happy people. That's like, well, for part, it's kind of creepy in a way, you know, because you're thinking, happy, that's what I was born to do. Nothing in the world is permanent, and we're foolish when we ask anything to last. Wow. But surely we're still more foolish not to take delight in it while we have it. Wow. I feel so privileged, and I, like with Rita, I woke up and thought, a new responsibility has set in. Our responsibility to make sure our youth on this island know that they're magnificent. All of them. All of them. That they get to remember every day when they wake up that they are magnificent. And we're not going to go in the past, but we get the chance now to be that child in our hearts and remember that we are magnificent. And that it's okay to love ourselves. So today is monumental to me. We bought 100 chairs. Thank you all who donated to the chair process. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thought to myself, wow, you're rather presumptuous. 100? Just 100 chairs in here. Plus all the other beautiful ones that they're sitting on over there. We filled our 100 chairs today, my family. Woo! Give yourselves a hand. And they say to me, is it all about numbers? And I used to feel really embarrassed about, no, it doesn't really matter, you know, if there's one person sitting there, it's for, you know, and that is the truth. But I want to tell you something that I now believe differently. It is about numbers. Because the more we're sitting here and the more we're going out into our world and the more we are loving one another and loving out there and coming here and getting filled up like a gas station and pumped up, fueled up, going to workshops, going to hear beautiful music that moves our soul. Yeah, this place will have 100 and 200, and when we can't fit in here anymore, we're going to go over here. Phase 3, by the way. We're going to go over there. So I want to just end with this one little thing about belief. And I know that it might cause a little bit of pain or some stuff happening, but we're family. We get to laugh together. We get to cry together. Limit your complaining together, please. But this is what we do. But I wanted to share something that Rita and I, last Christmas, Atmosphere, Sean, who was a member here, and we had a transition this year, not long ago, about a month or so ago. I wanted to share what happened last Christmas. Atmosphere gave this to Rita. And it's so, and it just dawned on me that it's the engine that could. And I will have Rita read what Atmosphere Sean put at the bottom of this, which makes this day so special.
Dear Rita, Merry Christmas. I hope you can save for your CSL Kaua'i Center. Aloha, atmosphere.
That is our bank. That is our bank. And I wrote the other day, I know that Atmosphere knew when he saw Rita and I that we were the engines that could. And I know that when he looked at this community, as it was building, wow. So this will stay in our center and all the centers to come, to know that we are the engines that could. We have, and we are backed by a power that needs no forcing, no pushing, no stressing. We can relax and just say, I'm here, man. I am here. Are you with me on that? Yeah. All right. So I'll end with this quote. That is, when you come through that door, it says, our doors will forever be open to all. And I do want to repeat, all. And that's where our next responsibility comes. All except that one doesn't work. All but, not that one. No, it means all. Jesus, I remember seeing a movie about Jesus, and his apostles were so angry at him because he was having dinner with the tax collectors. And they were all like, no, wait, something's wrong here. Why are you going to the tax collector and having dinner with him? And Jesus said, because they invited me. It takes a moment to land, doesn't it? Because they invited me. There wasn't a person that I'm sure that this Master Jesus probably looked at and said, wow, let's peel the veil down and I get to see who you really are. So there you go. We're here to stay. And how do I know that? Because we signed a 5-year contract. Can we all say 5? 5. Someone said the other day, well, what's next? And I said, now we got to pay for it, kids. This is a wonderful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.
And when we do get too crowded, we'll just do 2 services. Okay,
for you 11 o'clock.
Yeah, for you 11 o'clock people.
So happy. But hold on, got to fill up the morning one first.
Oh my God. So this is our time of affirmative giving, and to just know that the center keeps going and going and going, and what we give goes out into the world, goes out into this island. So we appreciate all the gifts and all the giving of consciousness, the giving of finances, the giving of love, all of it. There's a affirmation in your program, and so if we can all say it together, it's so important because what we give does return to us multiplied abundantly. I know that, and I appreciate every single solitary gift. Thank you, and thank you to those on the mainland for all your gifts. It says, divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I give freely today, knowing it returns to me multiplied.
Blessed am I, Spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. and my spirit and mind. I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am. Blessed am I, spirit am I. I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am.
So while they continue to pass the basket, because now we just have to keep singing longer.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all right. It's okay. It's good. I'll just start right now.
Yeah.
So I just want to say mahalo, mahalo. For this great day and for all the consciousness that is in these baskets in this room. I know that God is right where we are in every single solitary moment. That power, that source, that divine light, I don't care what we call it, it's one thing, one power, and it is good and for good. And I know that we use this good today that comes into the center for good, and we just let it go out into the world and do its work and reminding each and every person of their magnificence. And we each do that every single solitary day. So I feel blessed. I am so grateful. And I just release my word as law, as we say together. And so it is now. So,
Can I just do one announcement that I forgot?
Yeah.
Just one. Or two. Thank you. Thank you, Amarosa. A room full of 100. Can I do it? One. Here we go. We said it last week and we want to say it again. There's a lot of stuff we're going to work out, a lot of kinks. So we do have a suggestion box. But I would hold off your suggestions until we work out the kinks. Because probably if you're suggesting it, we probably felt it or known it or already heard about it. So let us do a little kinking out. Well, let's see how.
Well, they might have a good idea.
Yeah, but put it
this
in
is where
the,
we argue.
But
Okay,
put,
they might have a
but
good
put it
idea.
in the box. And I was saying that today on Sundays we want to really honor it as a day of inspiration and celebration. And so if you come up and you have an idea for us, it probably will forget about it by the time we go out, or we won't be able to remember. So write it down, get it to us, and that'll be great. Also, coffee cups. If you would like to, it's been suggested, if you want to use your own coffee cup, bring it and then fill it up with coffee, and then we won't have to use the paper
and
product.
take it with you when you go.
But this is the idea behind that. Besides, it's a great way to conserve and everything. But we love you and we feel like your mother and father, but we're not doing your dishes after you leave. That's just how it works here. I'm going to put it right out on the table. We're not doing your dishes. But plus we don't have hot water yet. But
yeah, we don't have hot water.
So here's the deal. So just bring your cup, fill it up, and then take it home and wash it. If that's I forgot today. I was going to bring my Spider-Man cup, but I forgot. So let that be a lesson to you, that the reminder exactly.
So are we going to have the children come back in? Yeah.
The children come back in, and we have some thank yous. Like we said, we're going to do an angel wall here. And just to let you know, we had a Faith Lift fundraiser. And it was very interesting. It started on October 2nd, the minute we signed the papers. And then we said, wow, we need something to get us to where we're going. We put it out. I became the Facebook maniac. And I was documenting everything. And last night I documented again, went on Facebook and said, we're down to our last immediate opening goal. And guess what? I woke up and some angels appeared. So we were close to about $10,000 in donations.
That doesn't include all the labor.
And that doesn't include the stuff that's brought here, the stuff you paid for, the stuff that, all of that. That does not include that. That was just like we'd say, oh, we need chairs. And then they would, when that donation was up, then we went on to the next item that we needed. And we were very pleased today. There was one, we need some signage. The one that actually is on the building. And so it wasn't a guilt thing, live streaming, but I did say I would like to wake up in the morning and know that an angel had come and finished off our fundraiser.
And they did.
Do you think that was manipulative?
Yeah, kind of.
But I woke up and an angels had appeared. So give yourselves a hand for this faithful fundraiser. And someone asked, can we still donate? And the answer was obviously yes.
Yeah, we're going to keep the building fund in place so that we
absolutely.
always, in case
So
something has to happen.
Janice, did anything go on that we want to know about?
We all just got to know each other. It was really awesome.
Great, great.
And Janice, thank you for stepping in and just doing that.
Yes,
like I said, that's,
we did.
Wow. It's
And
awesome.
so today's the last one. Thank you. There are so many. That beautiful tile. If you've ever seen pictures of it before, Kelly headed that, and we said we weren't going to say names, and we got mad over there. We got so many people. Yesterday we had a work party. You know who you are, peeling stuff off, ironing these things. I mean, it was crazy good.
Cleaning windows, Rob
windows.
and Michael. I mean, there's so many people. It's like
so it went on and on.
They'll be on the angel wall.
And the tile in the kitchen. Last night we did a clearing. It just keeps going on and on.
Picking up furniture in Kaua'i from Darling Maureen Murphy. I mean, so many things happened here. It was just amazing. So like I said, you're all going to be on the angel wall, and then you can see who they all were.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then today we had Katie, our lead Rita, and Deborah. There she is. And then we have
Loya with her beautiful flowers.
Loya with the flowers. She's not over there any longer. And there we are. And
our wonderful musicians over here. Let's give them another hand of applause. Way to keep that going. Yay, thank you.
I hear another fundraiser.
And Roseanne and Rob, thank you. I don't know, I can mention everybody. Yes. It's just going to go crazy.
There's just been some really, it's all of you with your consciousness. I was telling the people that were sending in messages for us today, that is fuel. Everything, and someone said, I wish I could have given more. Let's take that out of our vocabulary. Let's just let it, out those windows. And today's the last day we ever, it could never be that way, that it's never enough. Ever, ever, ever. So just know that. The children have spoken.
All right, and one more thing. If anything came up for anybody during service that they would like prayer for, there is a prayer box in the lobby there, and you can put your prayer request in there or call us on the phone, anything like that, all right? Because we're always here to give spiritual mind treatment. If you want to know more about what that is, you can talk to Patrick or I, or talk to one of our pre-practitioners. We've got a few of them here. They know what it is. Anyway, so that's all I have.
And we have office hours, so call and make an appointment. We're here 7 days a week. No. Okay, so thank you so very much for all of your literally sweat that you put out today for this service, and all the beautiful new faces. And
there's some food over there, so enjoy it, and you can go outside too. So okay, so closing song?
Yes.
Yay.
Try.
I don't think we should try. I think it's too much. Let's just stand up.
We should stand though.
Yeah, we should stand.
I think we're a little too hot to circle up, if you know what I mean. There we go. I think you'll understand this song.
Yeah. This one goes out to the window cleaners. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Work in progress.
I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the rain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Bright, sunshiny day.
lives. For each and every one of us, I know that we have lifted consciousness today, lifted consciousness in this planet, on Kaua'i, and in our own lives, individually and collectively. I know we take this lifted consciousness out into our communities now, into our lives, and we use it. We use it in everything we do, everything we say. We are that beautiful love, God in action in our lives, right here and right now. I give great thanks for this service, for everything that transpired here, for everybody that is here, for everything that took place. I know it is good and more good and just continues to be. As I just release my word and say with me, and so it is.
See clearly now, the rain has gone. Come on, everybody sing along.
Yeah.
I can see all obstacles in my way. All of the dark clouds that have me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Sing it again, yo. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Sing one for yourself. A bright, bright, sunshiny day. Sing one for your Ohana. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
They said to Rita, do I have to text him or call him?